Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I am here hanging with the saucy good beaver. We are just chilling out, and we wanted to come on to share some support for those of you who you're in separation with your counterpart, and maybe the connection is very triggering right now. I'm sensing that you two could maybe work together. You could be amongst mutual friends. There could be karmic situations involved on your part as well as their part. And I feel like many of you may be having a hard time focusing on yourself right now because there could be a lot of heavy energy surrounding your counterpart, but they are like blocked from you in a sense, okay? So there's karmic energy in there that is blocking them. There could be karmic energy blocking you as well, but some of you may be wondering, like, how would this come together? Why can't I stop thinking about this person? Something I wanted to bring up with karmic energy is that, one thing I've observed within twin flame relationships is that, if you have a dynamic where you are married and you're seeing someone, or it's a long-term relationship, and you identify with it as a karmic situation, and then you have your twin flame enter the picture, oftentimes the lesson is authenticity. So you either have to reshape the relationship that you're in with honesty and integrity, make it work knowing that there is the presence of your twin flame, or what I feel tends to happen is the karmic relationships eventually dissolve, okay? And I feel like this particular reading is for those of you who, you're on a path where these karmic relationships will end up dissolving. And in the meantime, I feel like this reading is going to help you guys support yourself in knowing how to handle the energy that comes along with, I'm hearing like feeling like betrayed by your twin. You feel stuck in your own karmic situation. I feel like, the best course of action for you, and I'll use the fairy tarot to assist with this because I strongly believe that this deck promotes self-confidence. But I feel like for many of you looking to, have a shift or dissolve your karmic situations, and that in the back of your mind that's what needs to happen in order for your twin flame connection to come closer. If it's you waiting around for your person to end things, or vice versa, or maybe it's the both of you, the best thing to do in the meantime is to focus on yourself, because that is the lesson that's being presented at hand. So for those of you still in karmic situations, what's going to come up is you're going to start asking yourself, why it is you stay in these situations, and it's going to bring up a lot for you, okay? Many of you might start realizing that you're not where you want to be financially, you're not where you want to be with your career goals. A lot of the times when you are stuck in karmic situations, you may find that sorry guys, I lost my train of thought because I got a notification on my laptop there. Hang on one second, let me rewind the video. I'm so sorry about that, guys. All right, so yeah, I think what I was trying to get at was mainly, you start seeing with these karmic situations that they really are there to teach you lessons about yourself, okay, where it is you're going in life, and to also break away from the mother-father wounded relationships. So oftentimes what you'll find happening in situations is that you're either acting as your karmic's parent, or okay, yeah, so what I was going to say is like, okay, so the way I see it is if it's a, divine masculine, they'll often find that their karmic partner relies on them as though they're the parent. And then I feel like in the feminine's karmic situations, the feminine often finds that their karmic partner, they kind of look to them as they would a parent. So for both twins, they struggle with authenticity and trying to gain their independence oftentimes when in these karmic situations. And when they do come together, it's the drive towards one another's energy. Okay, you're looking at your other half, your mirror. It makes you want to be the best version of yourself, okay? And oftentimes these twin flame relationships come along to challenge us in karmic situations. It's like your twin flame is here and it's something that you want and desire, but then there's blocks, and then you start breaking out of those blocks in order to pursue your twin. But the interesting thing about that is that when you start going to pursue your twin, they are your mirror, so they always make you turn back around and focus on yourself even before trying to get to them. Okay, so I really hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get some cards from the Fairy Tarot. For those of you who, again, you're in your twin's presence, you guys can't help it. It's the worst thing to see your twin, to interact with them, and then be going through a separation at the same time. So I kind of feel like it's one of those situations. If there are those of you out there who, you feel stuck, like, damn, what do I do? Like, they're always around. I anticipate seeing them at work. Maybe you try to communicate at work or make eye contact in some way and they don't reciprocate. You end up feeling ignored. The universe is trying to assist you to focus on self, okay? We have the Seven of Spring with that message, okay? So be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. So I feel like this card is saying, like, if you guys work together, you're in an environment where you have to see each other, but low-key, you guys are going through this separation. You've triggered each other somehow. The best way to break out of it is to be assertive and to focus on yourself. You already understand that this is your twin. Oftentimes when you do get ghosted or you get ignored, the focus that you're putting on them to try to explain why they're ghosting you or, why they're being distant, it's the same focus that you have to put back into yourself and allow the space for them to react. When you create that healthy space, you allow them to focus on their own trigger rather than you fueling it with what it is you're supposed to be working on, which is, sometimes like when you have conflict with your twin, pay attention to the things that you have said or that you might be saying to trigger them and really dig into that versus their reaction, okay? So let's go ahead and get some more cards on your best course of action. If you guys are, in each other's presence, you have no choice but to run into each other. What is the universe trying to help you with? Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So this is the exact energy I was talking about in terms of many of you will be learning lessons of stability, okay? A big thing for your twin flame, a trigger if you guys are in karmic situations, is that they don't want to share you with anyone else. Oftentimes the energy can feel very jealous, very possessive. They may also get triggered to try to get into other karmic situations of their own to try to combat this energy. So it's a very good time for many of you to focus in on your finances at this time. So certain messages might come up about, overspending or trying to have a savings account, getting out of living paycheck to paycheck. Many of you have a lot of debt and it's like you can't seem to put a dent in the debt. It's time to really focus in on having a good, strong relationship with money, okay? The Queen of Autumn Pentacles, she's very generous, stylish, gracious, and practical, okay? So be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true, okay? So this is a strong message for those of you who need a change of pace here out of this karmic situation. Your twin is triggering it even more. You can't focus in on your twin flame right now if you're in a karmic situation or if they're in a karmic situation. If they're ignoring you and they're in a karmic situation, your lesson is to cease and assist, like back down, back away, especially if they're not reciprocating any energy at all. It's an important time for you guys to focus in on yourself, okay? Because it's only going to continue to make you feel like more rejected or more abandoned the more you keep an eye on this person, waiting for them to, have some kind of downfall in their situation, or just let that go. Whatever needs to happen in their situation will naturally occur. In the meantime, the goal is to put back some more effort and emphasis into your own energy, okay? This might speak very loudly to those of you who again, you've been feeling stuck, wondering which way to go, how to proceed. It feels like you'll never get out of this energy where you're constantly obsessing over your twin flame and their situation, and it bogs you down, it frustrates you. it's like you can't focus on anything else, and you really want to, because you want to obtain this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Being more financially secure, being more independent. Take that time out, be strong, and focus on yourself. Okay, I'm looking at a card that I have at the top of the deck here of my personal messages that I created, and look at what's at the top of the deck: self-care, declutter, mini makeover. This has been a strong message coming up for those of you I've been chit-chatting with on Patreon as well. When you guys will message me sometimes and be like, hey, Twintuitive, this is what's going on. What the heck do you think about this? And, oftentimes I feel like, I will often give you guys that reminder, hey, listen, that's not, where your focus should be. Self-care. There's tons of things that you guys could be focused on rather than letting your divine masculine or divine feminine's karmic situation bog you down. If they're ignoring you, you can't get through to them, don't pour your energy into doing those things. And and that message goes for those of you who will send a message and then, I don't know why I picked up her tail and wanted to point like that. I'm sorry, baby. But I feel like, it's for those of you who might send one message over to your divine masculine, and then it's like all of a sudden a week later you don't get a reply, and it's like you take it upon yourself to send yet another message. It's like there's so many other things that you guys could be focusing on right now to break that energy apart. Declutter your home, donate some of your things, take up a morning routine, take up a skincare routine. Guys, I am telling you, these days I have been so busy with the self-care, and it's become routine now, where it's like I don't answer messages or calls or whatever it is. If I'm done my evening shower, I will sit there and I will do my skincare routine, and I will take my time with it. Because why? It's pouring that energy into myself. If I'm obsessing over my divine masculine, I don't know why I'm being called to say default. I'm going to default on the things that I know that I need to get done for myself, just to sit there and scroll through social media and look for hints and clues as to what's going on in their life. No. I am going to be cleansing, and I am going to be moisturizing, and I'm going to be putting on my vitamin E and my retinol and my vitamin C. And wait, I forgot one step. Before I do all of that, I tone. So after I cleanse in the shower with a nice facial cleanser, I'll come out and I'll tone my entire face with cotton swabs, which is so important, guys. Toning is using toner. It really does balance out your skin tone. And I do it twice a day, so I've seen a huge improvement in dark spots and things like that. So yeah, side note. But anyways, this energy is really going to help you guys out. When you guys say, what do? I feel so stuck. Oh my God. Listen, me and Mega, we don't want to hear you guys talking about that, okay? Because, if I come to your house right now, I can guarantee you we're going to sit down and have a conversation about so many things that you've been meaning to do just around your own home in general. Get more organized, declutter, throw out old clothes, move the couch around in your living room, create change there. All of that will break apart any type of energy that you're feeling where you feel stuck. Okay, so movement. Do anything to move around, change up the space in your home. If your bed is one way, up and change it to another way. Do you know what I mean? You reposition the furniture in your room, bring in some good energy, some feng shui in your home. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a message from the Angel Oracle deck. And what I want to do with this message is I honestly want to ask the angels, if this is your counterpart, if it's your twin and they're not reciprocating right now, what are you two meant to learn from this separation? Maybe this message will help to soothe your soul and let you know that it's okay to let go, so that way the connection can rebalance itself. It can spring back as something new. Okay, so letting go, it doesn't mean that, it's not your twin flame. You were never on this journey. It just means that you're going in a different direction because the path that you're currently on is just not working. Okay, let's see what this message is. Yeah, there you go. It is your soulmate. It's your twin flame. It is somebody who you are strongly connected to. Therefore, letting go should be fairly easy because you know that what is meant for you will always find you. Okay, so for those of you who are feeling stuck, the answer to this is to be more assertive with yourself. Know your truth. You are divinely on this journey. But at the same time, a lot of the harsh lessons, a lot of the rejection, the abandonment, the karmic triggers, the jealousy, feeling possessive of our person, feeling obsessive, stalking their social media, doing things like that. It's part of the journey. But, along the way, you get that confirmation that this is your person, and ask for it. If you're feeling stuck and you're wondering, like, how do I let go? How do I move forward? Ask the angels, ask God for a beautiful, wonderful sign that this is your person, and that you trust that divine timing will bring it together if this is something that is meant for you. Right? And that's all you can do, is you can have faith and trust in something bigger. But in the meantime, some of us, we've got to use our logic and say to ourselves, if we are caught up in a situation with our counterpart or twin, there's karmics around, pay attention to what makes sense to you. Do you want to be someone dogging and chasing after somebody who is again dogging you out, ignoring you? Or do you want to take that same energy and pour it right back into yourself, pour it back into your home, into your body, into your surroundings, into lightening up your relationships? Declutter some of your relationships too, right? Along with letting this version of your twin flame journey go and focusing more on yourself, declutter some old friendships. Sometimes we have relationships at work with people that are toxic, within our family dynamic, friends we've known for a really long time, and we should move on, but we can't because we've known them since high school. These types of things, declutter, declutter, declutter. Okay, guys, I don't know whose reading this is, but I do hope that it was helpful. Me and Saucy Beaver will catch you guys later. All right, take care, guys. Bye.